It is surreal.
Yeah. When was this actually filmed? When was it actually?
3 years and 2 months ago, I think.
Wow.
Well, as Barry always said, it was the three of us, my real wife and my real daughter. We'd do all that stuff and then get in the car at 4 o'clock in the morning and drive home.
Dieter, it was crazy. There were times on the set that were so intense, I actually felt really uncomfortable and I was struggling to stay on set. These two screaming and shouting at each other, and then they'd all walk out 2 in the morning, get into their little Ford EcoSport chairs.
And school, primary school.
Sure.
How long did it take to film, obviously, that was
17 days. And in fact, we were due to schedule the start filming on the Monday, and that weekend before was a big snow it was the end of July in 2016, and there was a big snow in the Dark, and all the tinies had come out and churned up the roads, slip sliding, and we were having to drive, or getting all the cast and crew there to shoot. It was quite a nightmare.
But I think the settings, looking at your settings, it just worked.
Sure, the spiny trees, the wintry
it just
landscape.
added to that
Yeah.
Fabulous.
The other complicating factor we had with the Hill House was that it's a very well patronized B&B, and they've been booked up already, so on weekends we had to get out. Friday before 10 o'clock we had to be out so the guests could come in for the weekend, and Monday we'd have to come in and set everything up again to carry on shooting.
the camera angles and the photography is excellent.
Is the cameraman here?
No, unfortunately not here. It's a pity Devon isn't here. We were very lucky to have Devon as the cameraman because he's very experienced and he was excellent. And a work ethic like you've never seen before.
Did you all get along for the 16 days?
Yeah,
Late into the evening, finding camaraderie and bringing together.
For the first 13 days it went well, and the last 2 very interesting.
Who wrote the script?
Jill and I wrote it. How long did it take us to write the script?
About 2 years.
Developed over about 2 years.
Dare I ask the inspiration?
We had to find a story that could be told over 24 hours, that was one location or in a very close proximity, because we had to shoot a 90-minute movie in 16 days. So we decided on a siege. We realized that the siege in itself wouldn't sustain, so we had to find a twist, and then we had to find the other little subplot.
Did you change it all while you were shooting?
Some footage we didn't use, that's been cut out. So it's not that we changed it on the shoot, it's more that we edited it out. The original cut we had, it lagged, it was too slow, so we amalgamated. Some of those scenes were 2 scenes that were pushed into one. Some scenes were obliterated.
And do you shoot and have to replay?
Well, you see, when you're working with actors, it was an incredible experience for me working with these actors. You cannot believe, and especially someone like Brendan, who literally on the Saturday was told we're filming on Monday. This is your role. It's just astonishing how they get into the character, and
it comes out.
It's astonishing. There were some takes that were unbroken for about 6 minutes. The dinner scene we shot, and in movie making, when the camera rolls for 6 minutes non-stop, that's a long time. That was a long, tedious night. I don't know how they did it. All the actors did that. It was a very long night.
That should have been shot in about 4 days, but we shot it in the night because we had to. Fiona Ramsey could only be there one day, and it was quite interesting because we had to shoot not only the night scene but the day scenes with her in one day. Also, what happened was we couldn't have Ella then because Ella was away on a school vacation. So the little girl at the door who walks off, that's a double. So we had to actually improvise there with little Isabella Fascini, who was great as well, wasn't she? She was.
How much do you add lib, or do all those words totally scripted?
Very little. Basically what's written we learn and we work with each other and make it work, and yeah, it's very little was added.
I was utterly engrossed in the drama between Brendan and Annie and Ella. I thought it was really authentic. I thought it was absolutely, I was on the edge of my seat. And I thought to shift the drama from Brendan and Annie and Ella to Mark, the movie for me lost momentum there because it was a kind of shift away from the real drama, which was the acrimony between Brendan and Annie. It was a pity because the dynamic between Brendan and Annie was so real and so dramatic, and you know, I almost lost my breath watching it. And then when it shifted to Mark, I sort of breathed a sigh of relief and, okay, you know, now I just didn't get it.
You've given yourself the answer by saying, I heaved a sigh of relief. Because if you have conflict continually, by diminished returns, you're going to lose contact with that conflict. So you draw the person out of the conflict, and they don't want to be the audience. They don't want to be taken out of the conflict. And they're dying to get back into that conflict. It's a very subtle balance to try and take the person out of that and then bring them back. Now, it didn't work for you. How did the rest of you feel?
It made another twist to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I was completely into the next twist. I thought, oh my God. What's the rest?
Yeah, I think it was easier for me towards the end, just as a composer, you know, from a music stance, you know, you've got to develop themes over a linear sort of time frame. And, you know, if you have very short scenes, it's difficult to develop those. So you probably, I don't know if you did notice, in the beginning of the movie, it was very sort of short, drony sort of sounds. And then towards the end, in fact, my favorite scene to compose music for was between the two of you, because it was so extended. And I had all the opportunity to just write, I think, for 15 minutes or something. So there was this continuation of mood and emotion and depth. You know.
And the policeman.
Caesar was handling the lights, holding the boom. I don't think there wasn't a job that he didn't do. Caesar and Victoria have never acted before, so I think they did very well.
Brilliant.
Victoria was also the chef on she was in the catering division on the set, making us scones and all sorts of stuff. Victoria, who's Lugunan?
How much did the gaffer get paid?
The gaffer. The gaffer.
Not enough.
You do realize the gaffer was the DOP, and he did the lighting design.
That's what caught my interest, was multitasking.
Yeah, guerrilla shoot is multitasking. I mean, everyone is literally doing more than one job.
If you're nervous with the thought of me working with electricity, a lot of it was 12 volts.
Barry was saying the one scene was six minutes long.
Sorry?
He said the one scene was filmed, I shot for 6 minutes.
It was a take. Yeah.
So, just a technical question, do you sometimes have a little section where the sound is not as you'd like, there's a dip or there's a interference and then you have to go back and correct
Just
it?
ask, Neil will answer that question, won't you, Neil?
Yeah.
So the sound is completely recreated. We were very lucky that Marcy was on set, and I've been a close colleague of Marcy for 15 years. And knowing that they were only doing 1 or 2 takes is a nightmare for post-audio, because we always go to all the other takes and fix it afterwards. So Annie makes a glitch, we can go and harvest it from her previous takes.
Did Annie make a glitch?
I think it was the 2 girls that we battled with the most. But their performances were so engaging that working with the sound was actually quite exciting. So we loved working with you two, especially in the room scenes. We're putting all those breaths in. We did a couple ourselves. It's my feminine side. But we did a lot of cheating to get the sound to where it is now. To hide the microphones, of course, your compromise is that you have clothing movement on the mics.
So obviously, like, we're all very used to watching these very high production movies and acting to what we like generally get through the TV screens these days. And it's kind of phenomenal. You got 16 days and low budget managed to really get something across that was as good as it was, in my opinion. And like, where do you guys see yourselves growing? Obviously, you jumped into this from like a point of passion, it seems. But like, even just the least acting for me was like phenomenal. I don't know how much background there was to your acting career, but that was a really amazing moment and really well done. And the cinematography, a lot of the elements of this movie were really well crafted. Like, what do you see going forward? Is there a goal? Will we see this aired somewhere? What's your kind of focus going forward?
We've run into one difficulty in particular, in that this movie is not art house, it's not mainstream. It's not mainstream because we don't have any major stars, we don't have a named director or producer. It's not art house because it's really not. It's quite a commercial movie. We've got to do a lot of this work ourselves, and Jill, she's doing a great job trying to get it out there, globally. In South Africa, we've had a problem. An Afrikaans movie or an African movie, there's a big market for. An English-speaking movie is competing with Avengers 47 and Transformers 65. So it's very difficult to compete with those movies.
And just further to that, while you're all here, the real reason we want you here is we actually want to practice our Oscar acceptance speeches.
Okay, start,
This is, for me and for everyone here, only the beginning. We have 3 projects in development. One in South Africa, one in the Republic of Ireland, which already has 3 named English actors attached, and one in Wales. So these guys will all be working together, and we'll hopefully be producing a few more films. Thank you very much. If you could just fill out the forms at the door, that'd be great.